welcome to another episode of the second episode of Full Beat Fridays. It's not actually Friday, and I am really rushed. So it is approximately 5:30, and I have to be out of here and like on a train by 7 o'clock. And I know what you're thinking.
Natalie, does it take you an hour and a half to get ready?
And the answer is yes, it takes me an hour and a half to get ready, and it normally takes me longer than an hour and a half to get ready. So I'm gonna rush through this as fast as I can. First, starting with Rosewater again, because I do not own MAC Fix Plus. Putting on chapstick so we don't have a crusty mess by the end. Priming with this lighting adjust. I will say this stuff smells mad strange, like. So I think today I'm gonna start with the eyes, skip eyebrows for time, and then do the face because I want to do something fun, but I'm pressed for time and just don't want to deal with my eyebrows. I'm just going to be priming my eyes with my LA Girl Pro Conceal HD High Definition Concealer. What shade is this? In the shade Light Ivory. And since I'm doing my eyes first, I tend to end up with this problem where like this inner corner area is hard for me to get foundation in afterwards without me like messing up the eyes. So when I prime my eyes with concealer, I just bring it up into this area and just blend it there so that I don't have to worry about like any of that later. Dance little blush. So I've been laying out in the sun all day, and I had no intentions of doing anything after that. And lo and behold, I've won tickets to something. So I'm gonna set that really quickly with my Mode Dion powder. Come to the cabaret. So I'm gonna see a show called Marvin's Room, which is a play, not a musical, but it's on Broadway. I have no idea what it's about. I have no idea what to expect, but broadening my horizons. Because I have this weird thing where like, half the time if I know nothing about a show or I think a show is gonna suck, it's like the best thing I've ever seen, so. My skin is not cooperating, it's literally like, I think it's my acne medication that I'm wearing under this because I didn't think I was going to be putting makeup on. You can't see because the view thingy is too far away. Can you see that? Like this weird texture happening all up in here. I don't know what that is. But we're gonna deal with it because I really don't have time right now. Alright, jumping into eyes, I'm going in with my Violet Voss Drenched Metal Palette. And I'm gonna be taking Secret up in this corner right here. Smack that in the crease. Smack that on the floor. I don't know the rest of the words. Oh, smack that. I'm definitely wearing mascara already because, again, I thought I was going to be not wearing a full face of makeup, so I was like, put on some mascara to go get dinner. I'm too lazy to take it off right now, so it's staying on there. Maybe it'll save me some time in the long run, or it'll make everything more difficult. So then going into my Smashbox Lighting Theory palette, I'm taking the shade Almond and just deepening up the crease a little bit. It's just a slightly darker, warm brown. And don't worry about fallout. If you happen to be following along, clearly I'm probably the only one actually doing this right now, but doesn't matter if I have a ton of fallout on my face because I'm just going to take a face wipe and wipe it away. That's why I'm doing my eyes first because I don't have time to worry about fallout. I'm going in with Sumatra, which is the super dark brown in that same palette. Just focusing this right on the outer third of the lid, not the crease, the lid. Then just taking a slightly bigger blending brush, I'm going to blend out the top of those browns just to make sure everything's nice and seamless. Get your kicks on roots. Blend till you die. Taking a flat brush, flat shader brush, flat brush? I don't know what to call this. It's a flat brush. I am going to carve out the first 2/3 of my crease. So not like a full cut crease, but like a half cut crease. Maybe like a 2/3 cut crease. And for that, I'm going to be taking that same concealer that I used to prime my eyeballs because it's here. And I'm going to use it. And then once you've done essentially this, set it with a translucent powder. I'm gonna use the same one I used earlier. I'm trying like not to move my eyelid and screw everything up. Alright, and then attempt to do the same thing evenly on the other eye. Evenly. You know what, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that that is pretty dang even. It's a first. At least in that time. That was fast! It was fast AF. What are we feeling today? What color are we feeling today? Let's use something I've never used before.
There's a huge bee outside my window. Oh my god.
I'm gonna go in with Bliss, which is this like muted green gold shade. And I'm gonna put that all over the lid, just where we put the concealer. So once you are pretty much here at this point in the process, I'm gonna take a little pencil brush and go in with that dark brown shade called Sumatra that we put in the outer third of the lid, and I'm just gonna pat over top of the edge of the green, and this will just help to blend them together so it doesn't look like, oh, here's where I just stopped putting concealer on my eyelid. And after that, I'm gonna go back over top with the green shade and tap over that, layering right over that edge until it looks like something you've actually blended. So I like that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do a winged liner and wipe off the fallout. So I'll be right back after that. I have popped on some lashes, I've put on a winged liner, and I've gotten rid of the fallout, but I'm gonna make a cup of coffee really quick because a girl is drained from the sun today. But he can't, ooh, wrong burst. I'm gonna start in my face, and because I have been tanning, I'm actually quite a few shades darker than I usually am. So I'm going to be mixing my Clinique Stay Matte Oil-Free Makeup with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. Hey girl, hey.
Hey, what are you up here?
I'm getting ready because I won a ticket to a play in the city, but I only entered for one because it was a play and I also have no idea what it's about, and I didn't think you were going to be back.
That's fine.
Thanks, I'll see you tomorrow or tonight if I get back and you're still awake.
Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, bye.
I'll see you tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
That's fine.
Thanks. She's so nice. So I'm not having the best skin day, but honestly, I don't have the time to care. Alright, and then to do under eye concealer, I'm gonna go ahead and use the same concealer. Shocker. I'm just gonna put this in a triangle type shape under my eye, dragging it out towards my temples, because it's also a highlighting job that's happening today. And then I'm gonna blend that out with a beauty blender that I remembered to wet this time. Also just applying that on the high points of my face, like so. If I could tell her, but what do you do when there's this great divide? He just seems so far away. But we're a million worlds apart. And then I'm going to set my under eyes using the same translucent powder from Modion that I used to set the half cut crease earlier. Not baking today. Just setting the under eyes so that we don't look like a creasing mess. I have to be out of here in like 30 minutes. And I'm running out of battery. So I'm going to brush out the foundation that is inevitably caked up in there. Rubbing it out. Just like, get out, please. I know I said full beat Fridays, but this is like a relaxed beat. The Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Patting that on just around my cheekbones, temple, forehead, etc. to warm up the face, make sure it doesn't look like a one-dimensional pancake. I'm also going to take that same bronzer with a small fluffy brush and just bring some of that color down the sides of my nose. I think I'm going to skip highlight and just go with a shimmery blush. So I'm taking this Manna Kadar, I think is how you say it, Manna Kadar Beauty in the shade Paradise Blush. I'm going to be taking that with a Duo Fiber stippling brush. Oh, that's nice. Also, screw that, I'm totally wearing a highlighter. Taking my highlighting brush from BH Cosmetics and my Anastasia Glow Kit in Gleam. I'm taking Crushed Pearl and Stardust. Going at it. Can't claim for this to be called Full Beat Fridays if I'm only half beating my face. Still not doing my eyebrows. Tip of the nose, bridge of the nose, and brow bone as well. And then really quickly, finishing up the lower lash line, I'm going to be taking Secret, which is that first brown shade that we used earlier in the crease, and running that underneath my lower lash line with a little brush. Don't know what to call this brush, but it's a little one. I'm smoking this out quite a bit because I have like big lashes on, so it's fine. By the way, these lashes are the Allure lashes in collaboration with Nicole Guerrero? And then I'm going to go a little bit closer to the lash line with Sumatra, which is that super dark brown we use. Just going to highlight the inner corner really quick with Crushed Pearl from that same highlighting palette that I used approximately 5 seconds ago. I'm just gonna slap some of that in the inner corner. Then I'm gonna go ahead and lock everything in with that same rose water that I used before. I'm gonna go ahead and put mascara on my lower lash line, decide on a lip color, and I'll be right back. I chose the Hydra Matte Lipstick in the shade Serenity by Gerard Cosmetics. This is like an oldie but a goodie for me. I have not used this in forever. Dope! Okay, so thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and insert some shots of me after I have my hair done and my outfit on. But if you did enjoy this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. You can follow me here on Instagram and here on Facebook, so go ahead and do that. Until next time, thank you again for watching today's episode of Full Beat Fridays. I will see you next week. Bye!